breaking. And this one hits different. We're not talking about a sports trade or a celebrity feud. We're talking about the very fabric of the United States of America. Could this country actually split apart? I'm Marcus Webb, and today we're diving into one of the most provocative political questions of our time. Stay with me, because this goes deeper than the headlines. Every time a major national crisis hits, whether it's a political assassination, federal troops deployed in American cities, or immigration agents shooting civilians on the streets of Minneapolis, the same phrase starts trending online: civil war. And right behind it, secession. This isn't fringe talk anymore. According to a 2023 Axios poll, 1 in 5 Americans actually supports a so-called national divorce. And days after President Trump's second inauguration, a YouGov poll found that roughly 61% of Californians said their state would be better off peacefully breaking away. So the question isn't just hypothetical, it's being asked in living rooms, state houses, and yes, governors' mansions. As reported by Ryan D. Griffiths in Wired magazine's May/June 2026 issue, a deeply researched piece titled, "What Would Secession in America Look Like?" The reality of secession is far messier than the fantasy. Here's what the research tells us. First, secession almost never goes smoothly. Historically, about half of all secessionist movements end in violence. The rare exceptions, like Czechoslovakia's peaceful Velvet Divorce, worked because there were distinct populations, clear internal borders, and recognized regional identities. The United States? It doesn't have that. Red and blue America are deeply interwoven, not just across states, but across neighborhoods and households. Second, the legal framework simply doesn't exist. There is no agreed-upon process for how a state would actually leave. Who keeps the national debt? Who controls military bases? What happens to Social Security? And here's one nobody thinks about. Which side keeps America's permanent seat on the UN Security Council? A breakaway California couldn't even join the United Nations as long as the U.S. holds veto power over its membership application. Third, foreign adversaries are already paying attention. Russia has an established track record of amplifying secessionist sentiment in states like Texas and California. An early leader of the Cal Exit movement actually relocated to Russia and ran operations from there. When America fractures, Vladimir Putin and Xi Jinping win. Here's what I want you to think about. Drop your answer in the comments. If your state held a vote on secession tomorrow, would you vote yes or no? And why? Griffiths lays out 2 scenarios where secession could tip from conversation to crisis, both involving disputed elections in 2028 and regional leaders who decide democracy has failed them. He draws a parallel to Catalonia, where a constitutional crisis pushed a mainstream political leader into the independence camp almost overnight. The warning is clear. It doesn't take a majority. It takes a moment. And this one's bigger. Do you think American political division has reached a point of no return? Or do you believe the country can still find common ground? Now, while the national conversation spirals around division, there are people on the ground doing the quiet, essential work of holding communities together. CarePath Family Initiative, our Boston-based nonprofit, provides wraparound support programs for multilingual youth and families, mentoring, workforce readiness, family case management, and more. Because strong communities are the antidote to fragmentation. If you believe in that mission, there's a link in the description to learn more and donate. Every contribution supports real families building real futures. If today's breakdown gave you something to think about, hit that like button. It genuinely helps this channel reach more people. Subscribe to CarePlay Universe so you never miss a deep dive like this one. And leave your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. I'm Marcus Webb. Stay informed, stay engaged, and remember, the future of this country isn't decided in Washington alone. It's decided by people like you, showing up every single day. We'll see you in the next one.